Oh, hey, what's up? Dangerous day. Man, it persisted, and I have been breaking up fights left and right. Man, if only the world shared my same lack of energy, it would be a much more peaceful place, but alas, it does not. Yeah, that was exhausting, took a lot out of me. But you know who else took a lot out of me? The man of the week. Yeah, this fool drained me dry. Well, not a fool. He's great. We're here to talk about him and see what he's all about. And he's got some good stuff going on. He is the Gun God Awakened, Jayden, King of Conquest. And I just have to say, he apparently dressed up as a Leonis twin for Halloween. So if you're on the loading screen and saw him posing as one of those boys, then you'll be happy to note that he's not actually one. That was just his Halloween costume. So he's actually the king of the military superpower Rundal. He suffered a near mortal wound from Oberon, who had been seized by madness. But through his indomitable force of will, he rises again, with a Magiforge augmentation attached to his right arm, enabling him to fire a powerful gun once the thought unwieldable. He takes the fight to the Realm Scourge. And I can't wait to see what happens with that. If you do not read the story, then I am sorry, but man, you are missing out this week, because it just keeps getting better and better, more exciting, every twist and turn. My eyes keep misting, they will not stop, and my heart skips a beat at these awesome grand entrances by people we haven't seen in a hot second. So yeah, I really encourage it. I feel like the story, FFBE stories are pretty great. So that's all I will say about that. But anyhow, he is an ice unit. He's going to be a gun unit. So he's going to be using those kinds of VCs, which I don't know. I don't even know what the gun VCs are these days. They're probably on some sneaky other VCs that we haven't really been paying attention to as being gun, because it's been a hot second since we've been using gun units. But anyhow, his main job will be the Arisen Stag King. It's a middle guard magic attacker class, a job that can perform long distance attacks based on its magic stat and can recover allies' HP and boost CT with a sequential ability that activates after attacking up to 2 enemies. And he's got one of those sequential things. They talk about that, or I talked about that in the news video, I think. But you can go read about that in his kit too. Not my job to read that whole thing to you. That's too many words. Next we have Magistriker, which this one can kind of be a beast. I like this as a sub job. Rearguard Spellcaster class is a job that specializes in sabotaging opponents with status elements and can also heal and buff its allies. Status ailments are all over the place right now, and they're a bit ridiculous, and it is very, very hard to protect against all of them. So if you want to go in with any sort of trust zone protection, then you have to make some choices, and you have to think about who you're going to attack, or who might be attacking you, and all those things. But being able to have a couple, have access to a couple that people are not necessarily guarding themselves against, great. Lastly, we have Spellblade, also usually a good sub job. But Vanguard Magic Tank class, this is a job with high magical defense that can draw enemy attacks. So if you want him to do that, usually it seems like your missile units, you don't want them to be encouraging the enemy to go after them, but hey, do what you want. And maybe he's just he looks pretty bold, so maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he's whatever, us about death. Look at me now. That's on him and you. So do what you want. His TMR is going to be Stag's Magiforge Exobrace. Oof. It is an accessory. It's going to give you HP stat of 200-ish, accuracy of 16. Nice. That's not to shake your head at. Agility of 6, also nice. Defense of 8. So stats on that are overall pretty nice. Magic Force, Vitalis. Vitalysis. Will bestow AP auto restore of a large amount on self for 4 turns, while bestowing the removal of HP absorption to own successful attacks for 4 turns. So he's going to take away the enemy's ability to do that, to absorb your HP, because you know what? Vampires suck. But, I didn't mean that. But anyway, they kind of do. And there are a lot of units out there that are doing that HP absorption. So this is actually a very interesting TMR. Yeah, I do like it. And let's see, you can use it once. It's going to cost 14 TP. Anyway, Jayden's first order of business after returning from the brink of death was making preparations for the battle with the Realm Scourge. Thinking that one would need firepower that defies precedence of logic and destructive output in order to fight an unprecedented threat, Jayden set himself to creating a piece of equipment that could absorb the kickback of what he had in mind. By fusing an armored frame made of rare metals to a gauntleted rim brace passed down through the generations of the Rundle family, he created a heavy-duty armament with a high power threshold. Many had feared this creation would place too great a demand on Jayden's body, for long had he been bedridden in his recovery. But the sight of Jayden and his augmented right arm standing on the battlefield wiped away even the slightest of doubts. Arisen and imperious, Jayden was sharper and stronger than ever, ready to draw upon powers that he would push to all new limits. Man, I am so inspired already. Yeah. So overall, yeah, it seems like a good TMR. Conditions to equip. It looks like a lot of people can slap this on. So yeah, you're gonna have some good options there. And then his Limit Burst. The Magiforge Railgun. What shall that do? Well, it will raise his own unit attack resistance piercing rate for 3 turns, and then remove distance-based damage reduction effect from up to 2 targets, and then deal 3 hit damage, so chaining, of an extra large amount based on caster's magic stat. So he can use this once. It's going to cost 49 AP, so it's a little expensive there, but that's gonna be some serious damage, and he's probably gonna be a bit ferocious, I would assume. Let's check him out in 3D. He looks kinder that way. He looks a bit pointy eyebrowed in his other rendition, but the other thing I was thinking of too, which is kind of cool about Jayden being Ice and Gun, is that he gets to fight side by side with Elia, his betrothed. So that's kind of cool. You could make a nice ice missile unit trio with him, Elia, and Eliza. I mean, if that's things that no, because she's bow and arrow. Never mind, just kidding. But he has good synergy and ice cards. Man, ice has so many good cards. So that's kind of a cool thing he's got going on as well. I would have to look at the gun VCs. I'm not sure what condition they are in right now, and I'm assuming we'll probably get something for him that's specific to him. But yeah, overall, I do think Ice was a good choice for that, because yeah, lot going on, a lot for him to work with there. And there's one more thing that I like to always look at, and that is going to be his specific equipment. Obtain descending. Death penalty. Hey, now you're seeing that I did a bunch of reliquaries today because I was trying to get more Vistapul for him. So anyway, this is his special weapon, which looks a lot smaller on this screen than it did in his Limit Burst screen. But maybe he's just he's got guns for different occasions. Well, anyhow, this is just his main little I just wear this in my hip. Barbados SP +3. It is well, whatever it is, it's a gun. Anyway, Jayden, having been struck down by the madness-driven spear of idiot Oberon, was thought to be at risk of death. But he was a man of indomitability, a man who led by example, standing at the head of his troops in battle. By force of will, Jayden rose from his deathbed, and equipped with a new armamentarium to face the realm scourge, he stood before his men once more. At his side was the Barbados, the gun sent to him from his brother, Varouche. Spoiler alert. Well, not spoiler alert. You should have been playing the story and found that out, like I did. Which was such a cool moment because, oh my gosh, they look exactly like each other. Just like Varouche has like bigger muscles and Jayden's a little, anyway, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, during his imprisonment in Lycoris, customized into a weapon of even greater power, it is now extremely fine-tuned to accommodate the traits of Jayden's magic and his physical habits in battle, making it difficult for anyone but the man himself to wield properly. So anyway, that's his awesome gun. It's going to give you missile attack up, unit attack resistance, piercing rate up, and area attack resistance up for Jayden. So there you go, if you make that beast. So that's all I wanted to make sure that we looked at before we moved on. Oh, and so I don't think I mentioned, but what would Jayden drink? So this version of Jayden, he has been bedridden for quite a long time, so he needs a stiff drink to like steady his muscles. His muscles have like probably atrophied from being in bed. So he's definitely going to have bourbon, but the thing is, he's also been in bed for so long that, man, this guy really needs to hydrate. So he's putting ice in his bourbon, and he's like adding a splash of sparkling water because he does need to hydrate at the same time that he gets that stiff drink. So that's what's going on there, in case you're wondering. So I always want to make sure that lets you know what he's drinking, what I'm drinking. Usually I try to match it because, unless I hate them, I'm not going to like drink gross. Well, I didn't do it. Anyway, not what we're here to talk about. This is what we're here to talk about. Yeah, see, his muscles are so atrophied that he's got folks holding his gun for him. Also, how do you get that job? I kind of want that job. Man. Yeah. So he looks really cool, right? I think so too. And he, magic gun Jayden, something we've obviously seen before, and that unit was really great too. So, is he cool to pull? Yeah, he's absolutely cool to pull. Atrophied or not, like he looks like he's ready to go to town on the realm scourge, and he's not afraid of anything. And hey, get in on that story and see what you think. But I would say yes, man. Jayden is one of the coolest characters in this game, as far as I'm concerned. There are a lot of really cool characters. And I was reminded when I was playing the story, like, I do really like, I love Seymour. Shinnok I like a lot too, but he's kind of like quiet, but that's fine. I like a, quiet guy every once in a while. But I don't know. Jayden just is kind of the whole package, so I would say yes, Jayden. You are absolutely cool to pull. Let's take this battle to the Realm Scourge. Let's end this once and for all, and things like that. So he's got commander abilities as well. So if you're sick of running that tiny little Prince Mont as your commander, and you kind of feel like, is it really commanding anybody? I don't think anyone's listening to him. Then maybe you'll be interested in running this guy as your commander anyway. I'd probably put him as my commander for sure if I had him. Anyway, his commander effect will allies get magic up 20%, type chain resistance up 20%. Ally units only, and then commander effect for units meeting specific conditions, which means these job types that looks like that, whatever that yellow knight thing is. I guess I could tell you. Oh, warrior, that one. And then big sword and gun. Those guys are going to get accuracy up 15 and healing power up 10. The commander ability will be Stag King's Inspiration, and that'll be for those types as well. Will recover a some percentage of HP when in the HP of an ally with a sword, warrior, great sword, gun equipable main job falls below 50%, and removes paralysis, stop, disable 1 time per party. Man, yeah, for those job types, that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is like a nice upgrade from that little like sad little Prince Daunt. But yeah, I mean, you know, as long as it's applying to the units that you have in your party. So applicable game mode duel. Alright, so I don't know about that. Does this mean like only this helps in duels? I'm still learning about commander effects, so I'm not promising you anything. But I do think that those are good things, but if only in duel, you know, there's a lot of people that aren't going to care as much because, you know, so many of us are, I'm pulling my hair. It's like attached to my drink. So many of us are guild battle obsessed. Anyway, so yes, cool to pull. Absolutely. And so cool to pull that I have burned away all my viz, and I'm going to keep trying for this guy. I'm going to try so hard. Like, probably he should just use visions to hold his gun, right? I mean, like, he's firing that thing so hard. Just seems like it would shake their brains. And, like, I don't know if that's an honor for them to be holding it or not. But, yeah. I'd be down, because then I could just, like, kind of, like, chit-chat with him while I'm holding it. I don't know. But he probably is not choosing me to... Anyway. That's just my own... my own desire to be in the world of War of the Visions. And this is probably getting a little bit weird, and like, it's time to go back here and extricate myself from this scene and scenario and just shut myself up. So I will say good luck if you are pulling for Jayden, because he is pretty cool, and I wish good luck to myself, and feel free to wish me luck as well, because I've got a ways to go in order to secure this guy, but I'll do what I can. And all right, that's that. So thanks for hanging out. Awkward goodbye, and as always, cheers.